gotta correct this. I am not American. I'm not gonna pronounce like an American, and I'm not even gonna try. All right. And if I don't say it the way you know it, how there's no need to laugh. Rafraita. Heaven. Flickatail. State is
Iowa. Ooh.
Ohio.
Yeah, Ohio.
Is it Ohio or Iowa?
No, Ohio.
Yeah, you got it wrong. See, that's what I can know. Ohio. And in my mind, I'm thinking maybe I'm the one who's been saying it wrong. I think this is like the most educational episode we've done about America. Let's chill.
What up, Chaplin Chillers? It's your boy, Coach LJ, with the one and only, my lovely wife, my awesomeness, my better half, my partner, business partner, my best friend.
I get you.
Yes, Lady Caesar. She is in the building. Yes. Yes, you know we're about that vibe each and every week. You know what I'm saying? You know you got us, you know. So we like to jump right in with Welcome to Sunday Funday, where we're all about learning, being informative, and having fun. Yes, let's get it popping. Let's get it jump off on this Sunday Funday with the continuation of the 50 states.
Yes. Nicknames of the 50 states. So
nicknames.
Last week, you watched an episode which was part 1 of nicknames of American states. Okay?
Yes.
And because there's 50 of them, we thought,
Oh boy.
Chaplin Chiller. We thought, let us just break them up and do part 2. So tune in right now for part 2. Maybe we had not included your state last week. If not, find it this week. Okay, so let's continue in the learning episode.
Yes, let's get it. Let's get it popping. The 26 states that we start off with is Nebraska.
What a boring state. But anyway.
It's Nebraska.
Sorry, Nebraskans, but there's nothing out there.
I think I know that one.
It's called the Cornhusker State.
Cornhusker, okay.
And I can just...
They got a lot of corn. That's why they got a lot of corn.
The name is derived from the nickname for the University of Nebraska.
Okay.
Athletic teams, the Cornhuskers.
Yeah, Nebraska Huskies.
Wasn't that lazy?
Yeah.
They named it after
a college, a university.
College team.
Yeah, college team, university. College
athletic team.
Yeah.
Not the college itself.
But it is Nebraska Huskies. That's the college. Nebraska University.
University of Nebraska.
But that's the nickname of the university.
Well, the athletic team is called Cornhuskers.
Cornhuskers, yes.
Some people are lazy. So Cornhuskers replaced earlier nicknames. So they had other nicknames called Golden Knights.
Golden Knights, okay.
Antelopes. And Bug Eaters. Bug Eaters. So the husker comes from the method of harvesting or husking corn by hand, which was common in Nebraska before the invention of husking machinery. So our next state is
Nevada,
and it's called the Silver State.
Silver State.
Funny that it's not called the Golden State. Remember the one of the states that's next to Nevada? Arizona was called
it was called Grand Canyon.
Grand Canyon. You'd think, because I think the Grand Canyon is more in Nevada than it's in.
No, it's near Arizona.
All right, but anyways, so
it's between.
Yeah,
but it's closer to Arizona.
So it's the Silver State because of its large silver mine industry.
Okay,
named
silver
as
mine.
The Sage State. It's also named as the Sage State and the Sagebrush State for the wild sage that grows there.
Okay.
I guess it smells good because sage has a nice smell.
Yeah.
I don't think you need to buy sage. You just go pick it up. Yeah, if it just grows wildly.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't buying no sage. I'm going to go I'll just pick it up. Yeah, okay. The next state is...
New Hampshire.
The Granite State.
The Granite? Okay, the Granite. I didn't know that.
That's why we have this episode. So we learn what these states mean. Granite is a traditional rock in New Hampshire, and granite is expensive. So
Granite.
Okay,
What you were saying?
Granite. You don't laugh. Okay, I'm gonna correct this. I am not American. I'm not gonna pronounce like an American. I'm not even gonna try. All right. And if I don't say it the way you know it, how there's no need to laugh. So it gave New Hampshire its nickname, the Grand Knights.
Granite.
I would say Grand Knights in South Africa. And
But I ain't know what. I'm like, hold on, what is granite? I'm like,
New Hampshire once had a large industry surrounding the quarrying of
granite. It's a stone.
I know it's a stone.
Yeah.
A very expensive one.
Yeah, very expensive.
Like
Kitchen cabinets.
Even floors.
Yep. They had
granite floors.
Granite floors.
and even tombstones.
Tombstones, yep. Granite.
You stick to
Granite.
I'll stick to granite.
Granite. Granite.
Yeah.
You're trying to pronounce it. It's 2 words. That's just 1 word,
No,
baby.
it's 1 word. Granite. Yeah.
No, you're saying 2. But you're breaking it up.
No.
To 2
I'm
words.
sounding every word, every symbol.
It's just 1 word. Granite.
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 Granite. Granite. All right, the next state is, hold on, drum roll. You already know.
New Jersey, what representing? We are in the building, yes, New Jersey, and we are called the Garden State.
Okay, you had to know that one.
I know, mine. You know what I'm saying? I know.
It's the Garden State because I'm assuming
The garden.
because of the huge barrel with both. So it's the Garden State. It's like a huge barrel with both ends open, one of which is plugged by New York and other by Pennsylvania. I don't know what that means, but all I know is that it has a lot of greenery. I don't know. Or it has a lot of gardens. Because when it says huge barrel, what is a huge barrel?
I don't know.
I feel like a fool now after all that.
I never knew why we called it Garden State.
I know.
I never knew why.
I knew
it
it
was
today. Okay, so New Jersey regards its states as more peculiarly identifiable with gardening,
Gardening,
for
okay.
farming than any other of its other industries or occupations.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
We do have a lot of farms.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, we have a lot of farms.
Yeah, gardening or farming.
Yeah,
So it's
and
like
South
gardening.
Jersey, and like.
But New Jersey is a very beautiful state, I have to say.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm being biased. All right. All right. Next state is
Mexico.
New Mexico.
Not Mexico.
Not Mexico, but New
New
Mexico.
Mexico.
It's the land of enchantment.
Enchantment. Oh, okay.
Enchantment sounds like voodoo.
Enchantment.
The land of enchantment. So the state is colorful, unique, and rich in cultures with a mix of European American, Native American, Mexican heritage. Because I think it's so close to the Mexican border as well.
It is
I think
close.
it was part of Mexico, and they took it as
Maybe.
one of the. Not
Never
even I
know.
think I know. I know America. They like to. So New Mexico's natural resources like bubbling hot springs, amazing scenery, scenic views, national monuments, and mountains makes New Mexico unlike any other state, which makes the land of enchantment.
Okay.
So I guess it's beautiful.
Okay.
So it enchants you.
I don't know. I'd like to go to New Mexico one day.
I think I would like to because bubbling hot springs, amazing scenic views,
Yes.
national monuments, and mountains
Yes.
make New Mexico unlike any other state. We need to go. We need Mexico, New Mexico.
We coming.
You just sold yourself, but I think you need to know a touch of Spanish because there's a lot of Spanish people down there.
Yes, it is. It is.
All
It's a lot.
right, next state is
Okay, I would.
New
New
York.
York.
New York, and we know what they named this state after.
The Statue of Liberty.
The Empire State.
The Empire State. Yes, the Empire State.
I got you on that one. I
The
got you.
Empire State. That's right. Oh my God, the Empire State. Yes, the
To
Empire.
recognize its vast wealth and variety of resources.
Empire was always the Empire State. They
The
probably changed
Empire
it.
State Building, one of the most famous buildings in the world, was named after it.
Yes, you're right. It wasn't always. I think it is the statue too, the Liberty.
Let's see other.
I think it is the
names.
Liberty, Because the license plate also had that Statue of Liberty on the license plate.
Let's see if this gives us other. No, it does not.
It does not.
But so we're gonna go with what we get.
Okay.
The Empire.
Empire, yeah, there's the Empire State. Yes, it is
York
the Empire.
State.
Yeah, okay.
Right. Next state is.
North Carolina.
So we're going back to the south.
Yeah, you're going
And
to
it's
the
called
south.
the Tar Heel State.
Tar Heel, yeah. North
what
Carolina
is a
Tar
Tar
Heels. I know that's a university.
Oh, really?
So maybe they name after the university.
So you see, you're learning a lot too. Let's see why they call it the Tar Heel State. So there's a second left. So historians have recorded that the principal products during the early history of North Carolina were tar, peach, and turpentine.
Oh.
That's where the name
Came
comes
from.
from. Okay, you have to tell us whole history.
Pie
So it
time.
was during one of the fiercest battles of the war between. All right, next state.
North Dakota.
North Dakota. I can just guess what North Dakota is.
I don't know.
You want to take a guess?
Dakota. Decatur. Dakota.
Because that's where the presidents are, right?
I think so. The
Yeah,
Mount Rushmore.
the mountains around
Mount
Rushmore.
Rushmore.
Let's see. It's actually called the Peace Garden State. They stole our name.
Peace Garden.
They called the Peace Garden, and they just added peace in front of it. North Dakota. We see you. So they call the Peace Garden State. But guess what the other nicknames are? Flickertail State.
Mm-hmm.
Rough Rider State. I say. You do the condoms called Rough Riders.
Who?
Condoms. I. North Carolina. Not what's that? North Dakota. Rough Rider. Heaven. Flickertail. I'm glad you stuck to Peace Garden, okay? And it's Peace Garden because. Shoo, North
Wait,
Dakota.
ain't you have a friend in North Carolina?
Yeah, I do. But I've never been to North Carolina. So the International Peace Garden is a non-profit botanical garden dedicated to the mission of celebrating peace and fostering a more peaceful world. Straddles the international boundary between North Dakota and Canadian province of Manitoba. So I guess they got it from that garden, the International Peace Garden.
Okay.
Because I'm glad you adopted that name because the other two, North Dakota, Rough Rider.
Yeah.
Where you riding to? That's rough. I know, right?
You know, that was a cowboy state. That was cowboys.
Rough, they run driving rough. I can imagine what rough drives rough as well.
That was a cowboy. But
Okay, is
Iowa. Ooh.
Ohio.
Ohio. Yeah, Ohio.
Is it Ohio or Iowa?
No, Ohio.
Yeah, you got it wrong. See, the South knows. Ohio. And in
Ohio.
my mind, I'm thinking maybe I'm the one who's been saying it wrong. Yeah, I'm glad I corrected that.
Yeah, Ohio.
It's called the Buckeye State.
Buckeye, yeah, from a college student.
So it's received its nickname
University.
because of many Buckeye trees.
Okay, Buckeye trees.
I don't even know what the Buckeye tree looks like, but by the time we put this up, I will put up a picture of Buckeye, okay? Because I got you. I know, you like me. You didn't know what Buckeye was.
I'm sorry, Ohio, too. Yes, it's nothing in your Ohio. It's nothing.
Don't say that.
It is. It's dead.
They have Buckeye trees.
It's nothing.
So these Buckeye trees once
nothing.
covered its hills and plains.
It's nothing.
That's
a
only
boring state.
well, people who live in Ohio
I
like
know.
them.
Hey, they got nothing happening in Ohio. Oh my God. I don't know how y'all do it. I don't know.
They love their state. Hey, Buckeye.
I don't know how. They don't have nothing. Nothing.
If I don't. Okay, let's move on.
Okay. Oklahoma.
Oklahoma. Oh, this is a strange name. The Sooner State.
The Sooner State. Oh, that's a college as well. Oklahoma Sooners.
All right. I think the colleges name their states after the nickname.
Yeah, the main,
not the
the
other
main
way around.
universities.
Yeah, I don't think it's the other way around.
I know. It's
Because the state is already there.
It was already there. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's an animal. Sooners is an animal.
It actually is. Let's see.
It's a big ugly animal.
I think you copied my nose. You copied my nose?
No.
It looks like the
Buffalo.
yeah, like the
Yeah.
the
The buffalo.
country's animal.
Oh, yes. But look like a buffalo.
Let's see what the internet says. So the Suna state, it terms back from 1889, okay, when the Indian territory was open to settlers. Thousands of people lined up on the border, and when the signal was given, they raced into the territory to claim their land. It feels like the land of honey and milk, but there's nothing in Oklahoma, trust me. Some people went in early to claim their land. They became known as the Sooners. Oh, okay, that's why. So the sooner you went in, the more land you got.
The more you
probably.
got, okay, maybe.
I feel like it's like, you know, the person in the Bible who was given land. Yeah, I feel like that.
I don't know.
You know the person in the Bible, Abraham. Yeah, he was given land.
Yes.
So he could have been a Suna as well.
Maybe.
So that's how they got their name. Today, the nickname now that represents the can-do attitude of Oklahomans.
Oh, okay, can
So
do.
they have a can-do
Attitude.
mindset. I love that.
I love that. Yeah, that's a good. Yeah.
But they were the Sooners because they came in and they claimed land, and they've got tons of it. And probably they have this animal because there's a lot of farms down there, and it's mostly farming and yeah. All right.
And you don't even see them kind of animals in places like that. The next one, Oregon.
Oregon. What's in Oregon? The Beaver State.
The beaver, yeah. They got a cottage, Oregon beavers.
Like I said. And you know what a beaver is?
Yes.
What's a beaver?
It's an ugly animal.
Very ugly.
Very
Is it the one
small,
that
ugly.
determines the weather?
No,
It's not that one.
that's
huh?
a groundhog.
Oh, groundhog. 'Cause Americans are like that. They use a damn animal, tiny little ugly animal, to say whether we're going to have a warm winter or cold winter. And the poor thing doesn't know anything about
No,
weather.
not a warm winter. Or if winter gonna end early or
See?
a
He knows, and I don't, of course. Who's the American? All right, so it's known as a Beaver State. And, of course, Oregon State University athletics teams are called the Beavers.
Yeah, the beavers.
Duh.
Oregon State.
Beavers play an important role in the state's ecosystem. And you're going to see a picture right here of that ugly beaver. All right. So that's why I guess. Beaver has been referred to as nature's engineer, and its dam building activities are important to natural water flow and erosion control. Okay. I guess the animal is handful after all. Useful. Not handful. English is escaping me. My data of English is depleting. Let's finish this up.
Yes.
The next state is,
Our other neighbors,
which is,
Pennsylvania.
yes, the Keystone State.
Keystone. Yes, I got family in Pennsylvania too. So, yo, what's up, family? What's up, family? And my father was born in Pennsylvania as well.
Oh, he was? Okay, so Pennsylvania, the word keystone comes from architecture and refers to the central wedge-shaped stone in an arc. You know the one, I think that's where the president is, Washington.
No,
Is it not Washington? Is it not in Pennsylvania?
no.
Okay, got that wrong. Anyway. So it's commonly accepted soon. Okay, so yeah, Pennsylvania was toasted as the Keystone in the Federal Union, and the Keystone is a democratic arc.
Yeah. Okay.
The modern persistence of this designation is justified in the view of the key position of Pennsylvania in the economic, social, and political development of the United States. And remember, Pennsylvania was also like one of the first states that was around, and that's where most slaves actually fled to when they were running away from
South.
the South from being owned slaves. So when they got to Pennsylvania, they became free people. Yeah. So it's called the Pennsylvania, the Beaver State.
No, that's
sorry,
Oregon.
the Keystone.
The Keystone. Yes, the Island.
Rhode Island.
Rhode Island.
It's called the Ocean State.
The Ocean State.
And I think that's self-explanatory as well, because the nickname used to promote tourism.
Okay.
So Rhode Island is the smallest state in the United
It
States.
is a small state, yeah.
And has only 400 miles of coastline
Yeah, it's very small.
and many beautiful sandy beaches.
Mm-hmm.
All Rhode Islanders live within a 30-minute drive to the Atlantic Ocean. and the Narragansett Bay. So it's surrounded by water.
Yes, it's very short. It's an
It's a
island.
nice
It's an
place to
island.
stay
It's an
in.
island. It's beautiful. It's a
But it gets.
beautiful.
I remember I went to Rhode Island for a friend's wedding in February. It was amazing cold.
Yeah, it's get cold.
Like
You got it's around
freezing.
the Mass and Connecticut
yeah,
It's
and Canada.
and Canada. Yeah, it's very cold. It get very cold, but all that up there is get cold.
Right.
Between Mass, Rhode Island,
Another
Maine,
nickname for this state is Little Rhodey
Little Oldie.
because it's so tiny, I guess.
Yeah, I guess.
And also Plantation State, derived from the official name State of Rhode Island and Providence Plantations. So I guess there were plantations up there. So there were a couple of slaves. There were plantations. And it is the smallest state, so that's another nickname. It's the smallest state.
Smallest state. It's the smallest state. It's very, very small. And then Delaware.
Delaware is second smallest. Okay, let's move on.
South
I wonder
Carolina.
why they even made it a state then, if it's that small.
South Carolina.
South Carolina is called the Palmetto State.
Palmetto State. Okay. My family from South Carolina.
I think you got family all over.
I'm just saying, my father's side. My father was born in Philly,
Pennsylvania.
and Philly,
Oh,
Pennsylvania, Philly, Pennsylvania, Philadelphia,
Right.
Pennsylvania. He was born in Philadelphia, but his family from South Carolina.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it refers to the official state tree,
Okay.
which is the Sable Palmetto.
Palmetto.
I've
Okay.
never ever heard of that until today. I was today years old when I knew that there was a tree called Palmetto.
Palmetto.
Palmetto is also featured on the official state flag and the state quarter. They have a state quarter?
I guess.
All right, so the symbolism of palmetto trees goes back to Revolutionary War times when it was shown on flags back then. Okay, so thank you for letting us know. Now we know that.
South Dakota.
South Dakota. Oh, no, I think
Mount
I mixed
Rushmore.
up. Yeah. So we have north and we have south.
Yeah, south.
Ah, okay, I jumped the gun. Okay, so South Dakota, you said, right?
Yeah, South Dakota.
South Dakota. We're almost there. Mount Rushmore
Mount
State.
Mount Rushmore. Yeah.
So my friend is in South Dakota, not North Dakota.
She in South
She's
Carolina.
where the Mount Rushmore is.
Mount Rushmore. Yeah.
Okay, so Mount Rushmore State. It's we learning, I'm telling you.
the five
I
presidents.
think this is like the most educational episode we've done about America. So you'll see in the
Yeah, the five
in
presidents.
the image they carved the presidents into on
on the
a
stone,
mountain.
on the mountain.
Okay, so it's called the Rushmore. Became official in 1992. The Mount Rushmore State became official. That is quite a new state.
Yeah.
I guess they divided up north and south.
Maybe not the name.
The Mount Rushmore State became official in 1992.
The nickname, yeah, the nickname.
The
not
nickname
state.
refers to the mountain sculpture created by Gadzon, whoever he is, Boglam, over 14 years. He worked on it for 14 years.
Wow.
But it's like that man is talented.
Yes, he is.
If you look at those heads, you see,
Yeah,
you don't
he
even
did a
have
good
to
job.
ask. You know that's who. This is the president. This is the president. So it celebrates the epic 4 exalted American presidents: George Washington,
Abraham Lincoln. John Adams.
Thomas Jefferson.
Thomas Jefferson. Okay.
The 4th one,
I don't know.
Theodore
Roosevelt. Okay. So who was the 4th one?
Number 1, George Washington.
Joe Washington.
Thomas Jefferson.
Thomas
number
Jefferson.
2, Theodore Roosevelt.
Okay.
And number 4, Abraham Lincoln.
Abraham Lincoln. Okay. So I did say, okay, Abraham is on.
So
on
so this hill with all the presidents are curved, it provides a backdrop of the Mount Rushmore.
You know, I don't think Abraham Lincoln was the 4th president.
No, they just put up the 4. They didn't say in the order, but they just said these are the most exalted.
Exalted, yeah.
I guess I don't know. I don't
The
think
more
it's
famous, I guess.
Probably. I don't think it's like in order. I don't know. So yeah. So some of the nicknames of South Dakota was the Sunshine State.
Sunshine. Okay, Florida. I don't know why they call it Sunshine State.
Yeah, the Coyote States, the Artesian States, the Blizzard States,
The Blizzard. Okay.
and the Land of Plenty.
The land of plenty.
one.
I like that one too.
And Land of Infinite infinite variety. Some of these names are really
Yeah,
good.
they should have kept that.
Yeah.
I know that. I know they wanted the Wild Mushrooms, but the Land of Plenty.
I guess Mount Rushmore is easier to remember. So it is
Yeah, Tennessee.
the volunteer state.
The volunteer, yeah.
Yes, there's a lot of volunteers there. Okay, volunteer state. That's the nickname. Originated during World War of 1812. In which the volunteer soldiers from Tennessee, serving under General whoever Jackson, displayed courage in the face of danger in the Battle of New Orleans. So other nicknames include the Big Bend State.
Okay, Ben.
And Hog and Harmony State. Some of these names, I'm telling you.
Yeah.
All right, next to our next state.
Texas.
Texas is called the Lone Star
The Lone Star State. Yeah, Lone Star.
So the Lone Star State is probably one of the best known state nicknames. I don't know it, so it's not best known.
Yeah.
It is seen on the Texas flag. And let's see where do they get it from? A single star was part of the long expedition in 1819, and the several flags of the early Republican of Texas. Some say that the star represented, there you go, the wish of many Texans to achieve statehood in the United States. So others say it originally represented Texas as the lone state of Mexico, which was attempting to uphold its rights under the Mexican Constitution. I don't know how that mixes with Texas, but because Texas is closer to Mexico, maybe that's why. Maybe they stole it also from Mexico.
Maybe.
And then named it Texas.
Maybe.
Now they are not allowing Mexicans to come into Texas. Hey, America. I see you, America. I see you. I see you. My own states, whatever. All right. Our next state is
Utah. Provo.
The Beehive State.
Beehive. Okay, Beehive. Oh.
We went to Provo's
city. The Beehive. That's where Beyonce got her name from?
Probably. She should pay Utah a bit of money.
Beehive.
Because her fan
They
base
must have
is
a lot
called
of bees.
Beehive.
They must have a lot of bees at Beehive.
Let's see what the internet says. The Beehive was chosen as the emblem for the provincial state of... it was nominated as the seal of the state. We know that. So Utahans relate to the beehive symbol to industry and the pioneer virtues of thrift and perseverance. I don't know what you're talking about. Okay, let's jump to this part. So, seeking the formal recognition from the federal government in 1849, they proposed calling themselves the state of Deseret. So they're no longer the beehive. So that's another one. A word borrowed from the Book of Mormons, meaning honeybee. Oh, okay.
Honeybee.
And remember, it's full of Mormons.
Yes, full of Mormons.
It's mostly headquarters of most of the network marketing companies, because Mormons, they aren't afraid to knock on their door.
Yeah.
They are not afraid of no's. They are built and that's why most of them are successful.
Yes.
Because no doesn't do anything to them. All right. Next state.
Vermont.
That's another small state.
Yes, they're very small.
This is called the Green Mountain State.
Green Mountain. I think that they the third smallest, I believe.
I think so. So, okay, the reason why they are called the Green Mountain is because they have green mountains. I'm kidding. Excuse me. It was given the name Green Mountains in October 1761 by Reverend Dr. Peters, the first clergy who paid a visit to the 30,000 settlers in that country, in the presence of whoever and many others who were proprietors of a large number of townships in that colony. So why do they call it Green Mountain? Let's get to that part. Okay. The ceremony was performed on the top of a rock standing on a high mountain, then named Mount Pisgah because it provided to the company a clear sight of Lake Chaplin at the west. And okay, I don't know what you're talking about, but guess what? You're called the Green Mountain. I guess you have a lot of mountains that are green. Yeah. Let's stop it right there.
They got a lot of curvy, I think curves.
Like Swaziland.
And I think also I heard as well, Vermont mostly you only go east or west.
Not north and south.
Only mostly east and west.
So we have a country called Swaziland, which is a neighboring country of South Africa. It's actually a country in South Africa, but they decided to call themselves a country. And it's also curvy like that. And there's apparently, allegedly, don't beat me up.
Yeah, allegedly for my,
allegedly,
I'm
and,
not sure.
And apparently, there's a big board that says "Tima kwingci kwingci takuphela kuhlakanipha" as you enter Swaziland, and that board basically means that it's really curvy, and if you speed too much, you lose your mind.
Yeah.
Yeah, like not lose your mind literally, but you know, takuphela like you'll get in an accident. So it's like a paraphrasing to say, hey, don't think you're too smart for these curvy roads.
Yeah, I think because also Vermont, I think they got a lot of steep hills. Yeah,
I think like San Francisco.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, maybe
San Francisco is very steep.
Yeah.
All right, our next state
like
is
Virginia.
It's called the Old Dominion State. Well, I don't know why you were so hooked up on Washington. Let's go on the V. Virginia, called the Old Dominion State. It refers to Virginia State as England's oldest colony in America. Okay. Charles II of England quartered the arms of Virginia on his shields in 1663, thus adding Virginia to its dominions of France, Ireland, and Scotland. Let me tell you something. You know, this English, Britain was one of the, it is actually one of the smallest countries in the world. But they were so greedy. Can you imagine? I really did not even know until very recently that America was also colonized by British.
Yeah.
Until 400 years ago.
Yeah.
Because that's when they got their independence. But other names for Virginia is the Mother State.
The Mother State, okay.
Because it was the first state to be colonized. Mother of Presidents.
Okay.
Because that's where majority of the presidents come from. This is President Washington, President Jefferson, Madison, Monroe, Harrison, Tyler, Taylor, and Wilson. Those are a lot of presidents.
Yeah.
I think if you want to be a president, go to Virginia. Chances are you might just be
a president. Yeah.
Another state name is Mother of Statesmen.
Okay.
That makes sense because there's so many presidents under its belt. And so, yeah, Virginia. I didn't know that. I learned a lot today.
Yeah.
All right, our next state.
Washington, Evergreen.
Okay. He knew that one. He was ready to. That's why he was rushing to say Washington.
Yeah, I did, because that's a pretty state. That's a pretty state. They got a lot of evergreens.
But as much as it's pretty, because it rains a lot,
it does.
People down there are very depressed.
Yes.
It has actually had one of the highest depression rates.
Yeah, they rain a lot.
It's very
a lot of gray skies.
Right.
But it's a beautiful state.
If you say so.
It's one of the most.
You've never been there. So
that's why.
So the nickname was given by Convoy, or whatever his name is, pioneer Seattle realtor and historian for its abundant evergreen
forest. Yeah.
All
A
right.
lot of evergreens.
Yeah.
The next one is West Virginia.
West Virginia.
Mm-hmm.
And so West Virginia
Mountaineers.
called the Mountain State.
Mountain State. Okay.
Because it has the mountain called Appalachian Mountains.
Yeah.
They extend throughout the eastern portion of the state, giving West Virginia its nickname.
Okay.
Just because of those mountains. Nothing else. That's it. Mountain states. All right.
The next one is Wisconsin.
Wisconsin is called the Badger State. The Badger States. Let's see why. So, it's based on an Indian word.
Okay, and probably a lot of Indians.
Believed to mean grassy place. So, what did I give you the nickname?
No.
Badger, I did.
Badger. Yeah, Badger. Okay.
Yeah, nickname. It doesn't tell me why. I think the internet is tired of me. But yeah, it's called the Badger.
Wyoming. What you say? How you say it? Wyoming.
Wyoming. Yeah, I say it right.
Okay.
Wyoming.
Yeah, Wyoming.
So it's called the Equality State.
Equality State. Equality. I like that.
I like it too. It's also called the Cowboy State.
The Cowboy State.
I guess there's a lot of cowboys.
A lot of Indians. Yeah, a lot of Indians, a lot of cowboys.
Big Wyoming. Okay, so the equality, though, is because of the rights women have traditionally enjoyed there. Wow. That is nice, Wyoming. So I guess women enjoyed equality among the men, with the men. Wyoming women were the first in the nation to vote. I didn't know that. Now I do.
Yes.
Serve on juries and hold public office. Go.
Yes.
You go, Wyoming. You deserve a clap. Wow. So, yeah. So that's how it became the equality state, because
Yes.
it gave women a chance. I hope they still do it. I'm sure they still.
I hope so. I heard C-49. What happened to
I
it?
don't know what happened to Alaska. I guess Alaska was not around
Maybe.
when we published this
These-
video. Because remember, Alaska came out of nowhere.
Yeah, recent.
Came out of nowhere. So we were going to leave Alaska.
Another place, I guess it's not a state.
What?
D.C.
I guess it's not a state.
District of Columbia.
No, because,
That's where the White House is at.
I know. I guess it's not.
District, I guess, is not a
Remember,
state.
remember, you were on about that. So Alaska, since you rightfully asked,
Yes.
it's called the last frontier.
The last frontier.
And
Okay.
it gets its nickname,
Because it's the last state.
meaning great land.
Great land. Okay.
The word it's derived from the word Aleut word, elite, A-L-E-U-T, elite. Alaskia, meaning great land.
Great land.
And
That's a beautiful
probably
place to
because it's the last. So let's try and see the word. What are you worried about?
District of Columbia.
District of Columbia.
District of Columbia.
Columbia nickname is. So Washington, D.C., formerly the District of Columbia and commonly called Washington or D.C.,
It's the
the
capital.
capital city and federal district of the United States. So what is the nickname? Capital of the world.
Capital of the world. Yeah, I think that's why it's not a state.
And I wonder why it's of the world. Because it's capital of America, not of the world.
Then you gotta go there. You gotta go there. They always got to.
Capital of you, not of us. America. They should have called it capital of America, not
They
capital
always
of the
try
world.
to call. They always try to do something word, right?
Correction. Capital of America, not of the world.
Not other word. Just like the sports.
How? High Sugar, America.
World Series.
So let's see. Is District of Columbia a state?
Yeah. Cause maybe it's not because the federal of all the
District
states.
of Columbia is not a state.
It's not a state. I know it's not a state because it's the whole. That's where the federal
It's a district.
district. Okay.
DC stands for District of Columbia.
Yeah.
Its creation comes directly from the U.S. Constitution, which provides that the district not existing 10 miles square would become the seat of government. We know that. So it's part of which, let's find out, it's part of which state. If it's not, Washington, D.C. is a territory and not a state. We got that part. Nor is it part of any U.S. state. You got your answer?
Okay.
It is surrounded by the states of Maryland on the northwest,
In Virginia.
northeast, and southeast, and bordered by the state of Virginia across the Potomac River.
And that's why they
But
call it
it is
DMV.
not part. It's not
and
part of a state.
But they call it DMV because it's the city. You know, they're so close to each other.
So we learned a lot.
Mm-hmm.
We learned a lot. All right. So that gives us our
Ah,
50
so then-
states. If we add Washington as a 51 states. Because sometimes
It's
people
not a
think
state. Yeah,
that
I know. Yeah, they would say
they
that.
make
Yeah,
it a
they
51
51
states,
state, and
but
it's
it's
not.
actually
It's
50
not a
states.
state. Yeah.
We
You know what? I never knew DC wasn't a state.
now you know.
Now I know.
See, this was
kn-
important.
I never knew. I
I'm
thought.
teaching the Americans.
I thought DC was a state. It's not a state. I'm like, come on, I see 57. Like, hold on. Where's DC at?
DC ain't around. All
It's
right.
not a
So
state.
thank you guys. We
Yes.
really appreciate you. If you have not subscribed, please do so.
Yes,
And,
share the video.
Share the video, like, and do the things that need to be done.
Yes,
We
help
really
us.
try. Please, just share, guys.
Share.
Just like as well. Like is important.
Comment.
Like. Excuse me, and leave a comment if you want to know any other thing or you want us to cover any other thing. Just write it in the comment section.
Yes.
And we just want to say thank you for tuning in.
Yes.
Hasta la vista, baby.
Deuces. You know what we say. Peace.